EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, welcome to this game. Jake Moody going to get it started. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18.
Now it's the Arizona product that is Corey Krusty Miller. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Javon Holland up to make the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
70 Lions, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Trap 60, trap 60.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Taking off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
3rd and 5.
Go! Buffalo 18, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Rig alert, rig alert. Warrior 70.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Olsen and Evo. And the Giants are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
A run with the man out of Purdue, that's Tyrone Tracy. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. That's Chase Young off the edge with tackle. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Hit as he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Out of shotgun, it's Dart. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession.
here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
18, Pioneer. Ready.
Now the former foul, Dylan Sampson. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Get it. Cowboy 80. 65 cat. 65 cat. 19 Lion.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real long.
3rd and long.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 70. Timber. Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
From the shotgun on 3rd down. Daniel tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And his passing game continues to come up short these last couple of plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and come out to the 20-yard line. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. Second down and 8. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Take it in, back at his own 12. Oh, looked like he may have had a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Ready,
Drive will start on the ground, and a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5.
Come on.
That's quickly out to Harrison. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Sampson. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Stack. Back up. Ready.
They're trying to run here with Sampson. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Commanders first down.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
19 Lions. Warriors 70.
They'll go play action here with Daniel. That's hard to the goal line and in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown Commander. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes, and this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 2. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On play action, it is Dart. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Chase Young, he works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. So the two sides going to make that long walk to the other end of the field. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Dart going to throw you on 2nd down. That is incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down. or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 60, at the 60.
A carry here for Tracy. And he'll get about 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the play fake, here's Dart. They swing this out wide to Tracy. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Give them 27, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Giants.
Tracy. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations, back up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and goal to go.
They'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New York. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Get up, 60 Vices, 19 Charger, 19 Lion. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
Check smash, check smash. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Throwing on second down. Daniel. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. Good work there to get this back close to a first down. 13 on the gain. It sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. To the left side, taken in by Harrison. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Here's 2nd and 6. Dart. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Go! Bronco 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
On 1st down, Daniel. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, There was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On second down, it's Daniel. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Ben Sinnott was the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 8, Dragon 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready?
To throw is Daniel. Escaping to his left. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Throw left side, that's Johnson. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. The clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. Here's Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Dart's going to throw it again. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Giants.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Moody now for the extra point. He knocks it through. The Giants will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Commanders 7. Jake Moody to kick off.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Get it! 70 Lions, 19 Lions.
Now Daniel throwing on 1st and 10. That is hard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. this from 40 yards out. Ryland's kick is good. And the Commanders are back within 4 at 14-10. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. We'll go play action here with Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 17 yards. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that. They're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
On the ground, here's Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On 2nd down, Dart. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Now it's Tracy looking to run. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
And these are the tough yards you judge it back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about a yard or 2.
A play fake. Now Dart. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes. Chase Young, his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Number 5 for him on the year. Now the shotgun. It's done. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. He's got it. And he's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Giants 21, Commanders 10.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Sampson to start this drive. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Cougar 19. Pass to 60. Pass to 60. Bronco 80.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Right side. Catch made by McCoy. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
And I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the 3rd quarter.
Cup 19. Go.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. He's got his man, and it's Harrison. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
That's good for Washington. 1st down.
18, Pioneer.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard
Panther
line.
11, Panther 11.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Ready.
Up the middle they go. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Cougar 19. Warrior 70. Dragon 60.
From the shotgun on 3rd down. Daniel has his man. It's Samuel. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19, 76, Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 type, 19 type.
They'll go play action here with Daniel. This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Washington. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Let's go now.
They're
They're going to try to run it in. And he'll get in for the 2-point conversion. And now the deficit is just a field goal.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
2nd and a yard. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
4 yards. And the Giants first down. A gain of 4 yards. First down, New York.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. They'll run with Tracy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Giants.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
On the play fake, here's Dart. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
And this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but it does show you that make-you-miss ability that he has.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. I had a defender draped all over, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Throwing, Dart. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll get this down to the 2-yard line. First and goal as they convert on 3rd down.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
70 Lions.
Here's a run. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York.
Giants. Jake Moody.
Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Jake Moody to kick off.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Mustang 19. 19 tight. Go.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Pressure gets there. Down he goes. Abdul Carter. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
Get it. 19, Tiger, 19, Cup 19, Cup 19. 19, Lion.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. Pushed out to his left. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Let's go now. 70 Lions, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Warriors 70.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. Try the left side now. Yeah, that's a nice job. Something out of nothing. Sidestepping defenders for a gain of 4. From the 24 now, here is 2nd down and 5. Send a man in motion right. A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, you've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. In the middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboo. We're going to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Dart going to keep this on the zone read. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
This returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, 18 Car.
Throwing is Daniel. That one intercepted.